Hey guys, so we're starting something different today. I've got a new love with no knowledge or anything, but I've started growing some few things which are going inside right now. I've got loads of veg inside in little tiny pots growing as seedlings. So we did down here somewhere, we have dug like a massive hole and put about 12 bags of compost in because our soil is clay and horrible, and I want to start growing some veg. So I have just realised by researching that they need to be spaced about 10 to 20 centimetres apart, which means that I ain't going to have enough room for everything that I'm growing. So we've had an idea that this junk pile is mainly woods, to be fair. It is mainly woods. But we could clear all this, take this down, because we were going to build another shed, but we're not doing that now. Take that down, and then we could have like raised beds. We could have an area. At first I was going to make it like one massive vegetable patch, but then I thought it might be better if we just had a collection of raised flower beds, and then I could put wood chip in between them as like a walkway, and then it would stop certain bugs like slugs and snails getting to it. And then it'd be easier as well if they were in raised beds to put netting over it to stop birds and stuff getting to it. So that's the plan. We're going to start clearing all this out, and then I want to rake it because it's not level. There was a shed there before and it literally fell apart, like the doors fell down and you couldn't shut them and stuff because it just started to subside. So I thought if we'd rake it to make the soil loose and then try and flatten it as best as we can, and then we could probably use some of this wood to make the beds, because obviously them raised beds are really expensive and we're trying to do it as cheaply as possible. But we thought we'd bring you along for a ride, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to time lapse this now because I'm going to help Mark clear it out, and then we're just going to time lapse the rest of it if my phone stays up, because it is windy and it's looking like it might fall over. So we're just going to see how we go. So we've cleared it all, well, most of it. Them there we're going to use to build the planters. That's full of concrete, and that's just a fish tank that needs going. What? Oh, it's full of wood. I thought it looked like it was full of concrete. So obviously that needs to go and all. And then that fish tank needs to go. And then there's concrete underneath this soil here. So we're going to have to move this soil, dig up the concrete, and then we're going to use the soil to spread it out to make it level. So that's the first part done. But we have made a mess of this garden because we need to sort all this out now. So there's this cardboard pile that needs burning. There's the wood pile there. We were going to burn all this wood, but I think we've got so much wood that we might as well just take it to the skip. And we've got that over there, but that's keep pile because most of them are plant pots, which will probably come in handy. That's the wood he's keeping to use to build stuff. And then we've just got a pile over here on his grass, which is just like general waste that needs to go. So yeah, not a bad job done for the first couple of hours. That fish tank's working, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that fish tank, so we've got a turtle, so we're gonna put a turtle in it. Hi guys, so it's been a few days since we've done the garden because Mark is back at work, but I thought I'd show you the progress. So he's dug up all the concrete there and he's piled it in there, and then we need to take that into the front garden really and buy a skip for that. So then what we're going to do now is, well, Friday when he's off, it's now Wednesday, we're going to move all this to the front garden ready for the skip, and then we're going to level this out. I don't want to use that, but we'll probably get rid of that as well, to be honest. But that is all right. Level it out. Well, we're going to rake it all and then level it all out to try and make it level because it's not level. And then we're going to build some beds. I'm thinking like 4 along this side, 4 along this side, and maybe you could have like a skinny layer in the middle. But we'll see. We'll have to measure it all out, but that's my plan because I want to grow loads of veg. Now, what I haven't shown you is we already dug a hole on the grass bit. Right, getting through here without the dogs is going to be a challenge. Yep, it's going to be a challenge. Sorry, he's literally doing zoomies. Yeah, because you know you're not allowed on here. You sneaked through, didn't you? This is our little grass area that the kids have always used to play on. I mean, they're grown up now, but we always used this bit, and there's like a little bench over there. There used to be like a little arch. But yeah, it's not a bad garden. I think it's all right. But we dug a hole here. Now, this was originally going to be my veg patch, and I was like, oh, you know, I could put loads of veg in there. But what I've learned is that most of your plants have to be like 10 to 20 centimetres apart. So I was like, I'll probably get my carrots and my parsnips in here. But what about all my other stuff? So that's when we started to renovate all that up there. We did actually make loads of progress. Come on, Loki, get off. Considering we were only at it a couple of days, I was quite happy with what we did because that was a mess and it was daunting. But once we got stuck into it, as you could see with the time lapse, it didn't take that long. And we've been to the skip and dumped loads of stuff. And I put loads of metal out on the front garden, and then got a scrap man to come for that. And then, yeah, now we're just waiting till Friday when Mark's off. So let me show you what I'm putting in the ground. If any of you are even interested. Like, you've got to remember, I have absolutely zero idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never grown oak before. This is the first time. So, I started them off in windowsill in kitchen, and now I've repotted loads of stuff, so I'm going to show you. So these are my little seedlings. This is broccoli. These are spinach. This stuff I haven't grown. This stuff me and my sister have bought from a garden centre. Like, I've bought a random pepper plant. Yes, we'll see how we do with him. These ones are cabbages. Oh no, cauliflower and broccoli. So that's cauliflower. These 2 lines of cauliflower. And then that is Brussels sprouts. Love me some sprouts. And then I've grown these. These are my spring onions. So I've just repotted these today. I did repot all these because they came in them tiny grow trays and they got that big. There's me worried about my spring onions, thinking, oh, they won't have enough room because I had them in them little biodegradable, the ones that, you know, the pots that you can plant them in the ground. I had them in there. And I was like, oh, they won't have no room. Look at them, they're growing. Well, that's spinach anyway. My carrots and that are over there. So, yeah, so I just repotted them. But to be fair, I repotted these the other day and they looked a bit like that one. And I was like, oh. But now these are looking quite healthy. My broccoli's definitely looking healthy. And Mark dropped all them and they went all over the floor and we had to replant them. So they're doing really well. So, yeah, we've got cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These are my cabbages. I've repotted all them because, like I say, they were in tiny little grow plants and I didn't know they'd get that tall. These are, literally just forgot, oh yeah, these are my spring onions. So that's I said were spring onions. It's not. That is spinach, broccoli. These are my spring onions. So yeah, and then over here I've just planted. I was gonna do it on a video, but I thought you'd be bored. These are carrots. Yes, these are carrots. Look at it, it's so cute. So yeah, they're not looking the healthiest at minute, so I just repotted them. That one you can't even see, it's buried. I'm hoping it'll come back up. But I've been watering them with this is just a cleaning bottle, but I cleaned it right out good. And then I've put it's water and some food, liquid food. So I haven't watered these for a couple of days. They're in the conservatory because it's warmer. Because it's not very warm. We have had a couple of warm days, but not a lot. So we'll just give them some water. I know. See, it's hard to know how much you water because some people say you can kill them with kindness, give them too much water. But I thought in a spray bottle, they're not going to get that much anyway, are they? It's not like I'm tipping it in from a watering can. So yeah, they're doing really well. So these are going to need planting in a few weeks' time. So we need to crack on with that garden, with that garden basically. But I don't think it'll take that long. I mean, these ones need plant. They've got ages, I reckon. I reckon I'll leave them till they get like that. Obviously, I'm going to do some more research. Just doing bits in between, like not being busy. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's what we're on with at the minute. That's my little table. And then I've started another table over there. So that's what we're on with. So obviously some of these are going to need planting in the ground, I think, soon. Just to get established and that. I don't want to wait too long and the roots are all, like, struggling. But I don't think that garden will take too long. We're going to crack on again this weekend if we don't get any work in. Because obviously the phone could ring and we'll be like, oh, can you fit me in for this? So we'll see. But if we do, I'll let you know. I'll document it. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. YouTube is new to me. I watch YouTube all the time, but starting a YouTube channel is a bit new to me. So we're just seeing how it goes. I promise I should get better. But thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye, guys.